Alrighty, hello everyone. So a bit of a strange start to this run. We're starting a couple of rooms in. So the reason for this is I started a run. I was just going to play off stream, off stream and off YouTube, I guess. I was just going to do a run on my own and get a bit of practice in using the Tiger for Reincarnation 7 runs, because I'd had some luck with him on lower difficulties, and yeah, I thought that he had potential. Unfortunately, this run started out so oppressively strong that all going well, this may end up being my very first Reincarnation 7 Foundry only win. And so I thought, well, fuck it, I better start recording now. Better late than never. So I'll go through where we're at and show you all the different features of this run. So as you can see, we're playing the Tiger. The offering we were given, and so unlike my Rabbit run, which is the previous video on YouTube, that one I made the concession that I was allowed to quit and restart until I got whichever of the remnants I was looking for, to make the run a little bit easier, because I thought Reincarnation 7 Foundry only is pretty tough. Like, I'll give myself that. This run, this was given to us on the very first try, so worked out pretty well there. And I mean, I suppose in the end it doesn't really matter, because this is the one that I think is the best anyway. So, you know, I can't say if I would have had the willpower to not quit and restart until I got this one anyway. But for what it's worth, got this on the first try, so that was good. The Tiger perk that we were offered, which there's no actual way to see, is the one that gives plus 30% damage to any enemy that has over 80% max HP and armor. So on the initial hit that we do, the very first hit, we do much more damage, or 30% more. So that's really good with this character, obviously, and it helps mitigate the fact that the Foundry is quite low damage. And it just gets more broken from here. So, yeah, basically everything we've got going on is going really nicely. So, after dealing a crit hit, apply the shock effect to all inflicted enemies and all foes within 10 meters. When Leilu attacks the enemy in the shock effect, increase weapon damage and skill by 100%. So, again, that's another way to mitigate the low damage, where, you know, anytime we hit an enemy that's got this shock effect, you know, the enemy takes initial, like, extra damage because of the shock effect, and we're increasing our damage. So that's another thing that's helping this, on top of, obviously, that's the way the ult works. So, and keep in mind, this is applying an elemental effect, so that will be relevant later on. So then, now let's go into, well, let's just start with the weapon. Foundry's level 4 because this has been upgraded 4 times. Obviously, we're not using this. It's just there so that this can be scaled. In here, we have the first stage of Thunder Turbo, which I think is an incredibly good skill. We're going to get, you know, 8 stacks of this, and then should be able to keep it for a fair while. So that's a decent skill. Again, it just increases weapon damage and skill damage, which is good. We need to, anything we can do, to get our Foundry as high as a possible number to start with, so that when the ult affects it, it actually has some damage to multiply, the better. And I took one of these, so one of the options was this, and, you know, another 2 that were just trash for us, so it was an easy pick. But the first time I picked it, I actually picked it over something else that was decent, because I think this will actually be quite good, because what I found with the Foundry is that you kind of need to build, like, you're not going to one-shot most things. As much as we want to do that with this character, we're not going to do that. And this makes it stronger on subsequent headshots. So, you know, if we can't kill them on the first hit, at least we could take an Ascension that, you know, makes the second and third and fourth hits do better damage. So, decent start there. Not phenomenal, but decent start there. Now the scrolls. So we got the enhanced triple comeback. So we have 2 extra revives with no downside. It doesn't cut our HP or our shield, which is fantastic. Lucky shot chance on crit hit. We are basically always going to crit. Like, there's never a point where I'm not going to be aiming for a headshot. And at this point, not trying to brag, but at this point, I'm fairly decent at hitting headshots. So that's good. Flowing time, all remaining cooldowns -1 second on hit. This is phenomenal for us because it reduces the cooldown of our primary ability and lets us use that more frequently, which is very important. Next is airbag, which, provided this doesn't bug out, which sometimes it does, but provided this doesn't bug out, this is going to cut our HP down to 1, which is going to make this do, 0.5. So this is give us 45% increased lucky shot chance. So remember that number, that's 45%. We've got more damage while our shield is recharging. That's, you know, going to happen a lot, right? Any damage we take. Well, this isn't going to happen as much. This is probably our weakest, honestly, just because if we're taking hits, we're doing something wrong. And then plus 20% lucky shot chance. So on top of this 45, you know, yeah, we've got 65 lucky shot chance because anytime we headshot an enemy, because of this, they have the shock effect. So they will always have elemental effects on them, and that's guaranteed. That's not a chance. So that was one of the things that just made me lose my mind. I thought that was really fucking lucky to get. And triple dash, which is an incredibly sort of defensive tool to have. So yeah, it's looking really nice. I guess I'm just gonna. I've already done that room. All right, so I think we're good to go. I've done him. Cursed chest is open, and we've checked up top. All right, so fingers crossed. Now that I've gotten out of the rhythm, I'm sure I'll just walk into the next room and die, but you can see our damage is not insignificant. Wow. It does freaking hurt, though, when we get hit. But yeah, you can see, like, we can hit some really... So let's just get back to full shields. We can hit some really high values on our headshot. This is obviously the first room in a Reincarnation 7 run, and our Foundry is not that high up, and we hit like a 12,000 there, so yeah, looks good. Basically, I need magical supply. Jesus! These guys got bloody homing bullets or something. So airbag saved us there, which is great. I'm gonna spend a lot of time behind cover this run, probably, just because I've learnt from mistakes in the past that about, you know, at a certain point you just cannot be trying to dance in front of enemies. It's just too risky. I was trying to get back here, but I knew that there were those slow moving projectiles chasing us. Man, this damage is good. This damage is really... We're in a great spot starting off. Yeah, not sure how it's going to end up, you know, but obviously as you play more and more and more... Whoa, there's 2 enemies there. As you play more and more and more and get further into the run, your damage obviously scales more and more and more, so... provided we can stay ahead of the curve. That's obviously going to be the hardest problem because the enemies really ramp up from, I guess, biome to biome or zone. They really. What is this? There's the Longing Tomb, the desert, and the beach, or whatever it is, the coast. What are they called? Right? Like, it's a zone, right? Cursed chest up there. Oh shit. Ah. Not good. Let's... Ah! What hit me then? Was it him? This is not great. I really just don't want to lose a stack of our revives this early. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. We want this, which means we need to quickly drop airbag and hope that we get a little, whatever they're called, dumpling, pudding, bun thing. The fact that enemies get stronger as this fight goes on is quite frightening. Although the fact that we can get them to come up here is nice. Man, this guy is tonky tough. This is sketchy because, yeah, with enemies also having dropped airbag, which is kind of required for us to do what I'm trying to do. Oh, I got stuck! Good. Sorry, I know this is probably kind of tedious, but in a room like this with this many like large enemies, it's kind of too dangerous for me to just YOLO down there, especially as the enemies are getting stronger. Nice. Okay, these guys we can fight one-on-one. Or one-on-two. And we got a bun. Nice. Primary skill capacity +1. I never understood why this one can't be discarded. Oh. You know, I think I've... Yeah, because you could just... You could have infinite ult. You could like use your ult, drop the scroll, pick up the scroll, use your ult, drop the scroll, pick up the scroll, use your ult. Yes, interesting. Yeah, because I was wondering why like whatever it is, Devil's Covenant, the money giving one, magical supply is insane. That's exactly what we need. Awesome. Well, I was wondering why Devil's Covenant couldn't be dropped because I was like, oh, you know, what if you just don't want bonus money anymore? But because you could pick it back up and drop it off and stuff, which you know, explains everything. So this worked out great. The fact that we also got the bun as well, which means we can trade HP for this without, you know, don't risk a curse scroll. Ammo pack is being picked up, it goes directly into the mag. You can't pick up infinite ammo. This is actually its own ammo type. So I don't think we'll ever get ammo added to the mag, but that's fine. Advanced depot would be huge. We'll get those coppers on the way out. All right. This room is okay for us. If I don't wake up all the boyos. missing that headshot is not great. Sorry, I was just doing something silly there in the hopes that I could work out. I'll explain. Once I've killed these guys, I'll explain what I was doing there. Basically, the reason I did that very risky and silly maneuver of firing all the lightning things was because... Sorry. Same deal, kind of sketchy room. I'm just so happy with our damage right now. It's never this high at the start of a reincarnation run. Like, obviously it's gonna, you know... It's gonna eventually become trash, but... The fact that it's decent to begin with is just incredible. And the fact that we've already basically got 100% lucky shot chance on, you know, any shot that matters is... Okay, nice. Okay, so two things. One, I wanted to find out if... where the hell is it? This. All remaining cooldowns -1 second on hit if it applied to the lightning, which I don't think it does. At least it doesn't look like it does. And another thing that's worth noting is I've checked if you kill all of these enemies, like if you wake them up now, they don't give you gold, and if you wake additional enemies up during the fight, the enemies that you wake up also won't give you gold. So whether or not you do it before or after the room's been completed, you don't get extra gold for it. So this will always work, but 1 max HP doesn't really help us because of airbag, and 10 ammo of the equipped weapon doesn't tell us if it goes into the mag or not. We're not dealing a crit hit, iffy, because we want to always be dealing crit hits, and this is just annoying. I'm probably going to go with this just to mitigate some of the horrible damage if we ever miss. Because I don't even know if the recovered ammo goes into the mag. Yeah, let's go with brutal gloves. Alright, this so that room was not great, but this room here was fine. I think we're up to the boss now, which is kind of scary because we definitely don't have the damage I was hoping for. And this is a tough boss. Okay, so this is useless for us, so let's re-roll. Paranormality. That's a really tough one. It turns off airbag and lucky shot. But like normally it's a really good scroll. Max shield or armor gets doubled. It isn't even that much extra shield or armor for us because we've only the difference between our shield and armor is only 10. Like on some heroes you have low HP and quite a bit of armor, so when you double it it's much better. But yeah, I think we skipped this, unfortunately. I really do like this normally, but I think in this instance it's not great. Doesn't really affect anything else. Like it would activate this a little bit more often when we're hit, but that's about it. Other than that, it just reduces our lucky shot chance by 45%, that's a lot. So I'll upgrade that. So we've got a Foundry doing 297 per shot. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that we didn't get any extra scrolls here because we're gonna need them. This is fucked. All right. Okay. Well, that hit was nice. Damn it. Missing that shot is not good. got to manage those as well. Can't risk. Whoops. Definitely don't want to be doing that. Ever. Fuck. I hate that you can back into these without realizing it. Well, we're halfway there. That's better than I expected we'd be at by this point. And the fact that his hand hitboxes are like twice the size that they actually appear is so fucking stupid. Like, you try and like shoot him like straight down the middle there and just nothing happens. Oh, right. The damage has dropped off massively because I was obviously looking at damage numbers that were gaining that extra 30% damage because he was above a certain threshold of health. Surprisingly good start though, like. Fuck. Place is just completely devoid of pillars. Jesus. Close. Oh, baby. Okay. The amount of times I make it out of the Eternal Palace, out of the Longing Tomb, like, without giving up a life already is... and Spirit Feline is massive. That's insane. That is insane. Okay, so... The reason this is so good is because Spirit Feline sums your max HP and armor and then says you won't take more than 14% of that value. So once our HP ticks away, so it's now only going to do 14% of 86, right? Per hit. So we're going to take 14%, 14%, 14%, 14%, 14%. Then this will break. And then... Oh, wait, no, sorry. Is it max? Oh, it's sum of max. Oh, well, that doesn't matter then. In that case, never mind. In that case, Paranormality might have been... Well... How many hits can we take now? 40% of max... Because I'm trying to work out how many hits until our shield or armor breaks. Because if our max HP is... what's that? 90 plus 70 is 160. What's 14% of 160? Math via Reborn. 14% of 160 is 22.4. And then we go 85 divided by 22.4. Oops. Come on, calculator. 85 divided by 22.4 is 3.7. So we can take... So on the fourth hit we take, our shield breaks. Which, now that it doesn't work like I think it works, I don't know if that's better or worse, but we'll see. Alrighty, we don't yet have... Whoops. We don't yet have the Lightning from Void. So this is less impactful. Max shield for 5 seconds. Although max shield does... Unfortunately, we don't have lightning from void. If we can get lightning from void, this might be decent. But having that extra max shield, it won't affect the value of spirit feline too much. But it will mean that so if that's our HP bar, and then we gain that extra bit of shield, the first hit might just take off the shield that we've gained. So it might give us that extra hit. One stack of voltaic ages per 4 seconds to gain 1 stack of voltaic ages. Increases max shield by 5 and offers damage reduction. But we've just picked up Spirit Feline. So I think we go with this. I think we just go increased. What a professional YouTuber I am. Let's mute that bad boy. This, I think we just go the increased damage, yeah. Because the damage reduction isn't really going to help us, I don't think. I'm really nervous about Spirit Feline with airbag. I've never had it before, and I'm wondering if I'm missing some little finicky detail about it. Because it should still, it'll be 7 hits total. Because that's just how Spirit Feline more or less works. I'm hoping though that when the shield breaks and we get our HP up, it doesn't, calculate it in some sort of weird way. But it should be alright. Now that I think about it, actually, getting Spirit Feline meant that Paranormality didn't really matter that much, so it was a good save on money. Anyway, yeah, this is just more damage on our ultimate, which we've got reduced cooldown for, and magical supply recurring it, so that's really good. Alright, baby, something good. Secondary skill deals double damage. No. Extra revival is always just a nice one. You can upgrade, reforge, etch, reroll weapons for free, but you can only own up to 15 scrolls. This is probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We're already basically on that, so it's just going to have to be a fake death. So, yeah, this is, I really wish there was a reroll option, or that I didn't have the neuroses that makes me feel like a scumbag by quitting out here to reroll these remnants, because, I'd love to get something that wasn't just an extra revival, considering we've already got this. But, oops. But, yeah. Unfortunately, that's the way it's going to be. I shouldn't have... Excuse me. I shouldn't have drunk at this thing. Now I gotta wait for our HP to drop again so that we have lucky shot chance. This is gonna be the real test, like seeing how much damage we do in this area, because yeah, they really do scale up a lot when you change zones. Alright, this room's okay. Stand still. So using 2 ults to get this guy dead is probably fine. Ooh. Why did that not trigger? This is very bad. Yeah, this damage is not great. Extra dashes is nice though. For the first time in my life I can run away from this guy. Man, we didn't even get through his full... shield on the first try. On the first, well, a bunch of hits. Stuck. Not good. Spirit Feline putting in work. Sort of stuck again. Okay. Yeah, Spirit Feline there. Huge. That's the sort of thing that ends these runs, is those like multi-hits from the why those balls function like that is... Yes. That's the one, baby. Holy shit. Oh, we had this on the last run as well. Like, this is disgusting because now, like, I just feel like if I win this, it's been invalidated because I got Lightless Shield. Lightless Shield's just so strong. Alright, no vaults or anything. No curse chests. Or extra curse chests. Merchants, whatever. Other things. Yeah, definitely not the damage I was hoping for coming into this step. Well, yeah, okay. The first guy had an affix. Maybe that's why. I'm also doing like, I don't know, 70,000. Not 70,000. 7,000 with Foundry. So, haha. Oh, so we got hit by someone who had a damage over time effect. And that just killed me. Alright, well, there goes one charge of our revives. So we've got the normal one, the store-bought one, and so we've got 3 revives. Not the store-bought one, the... This is very not good. Having to run away from this guy towards other enemies is a serious issue. Basically, I want to just clear it. Yeah. Not great. Fuck me. Oh, this is so hard. I was really hoping that this would be the run, but it doesn't look like it is. Yeah, if this isn't enough to do it, like, what is? Oh, okay, so that's both of our scrolls gone. I mean, both of the revives from the scrolls gone. Ugh, this is tough. Look at that. Look at the fucking defense on that. You're not an enemy, you're a demon. Damn. Shielding robust. Not the affix you want to see on an enemy like that. That slows him down. We only get 1 upgrade from that. This little nook is great for looping this guy. Gives you somewhere to run to, more or less. Fuck! Damn it. Okay. Getting through this room slowly. Still don't know how I'm going to kill this guy. Oh dear. Maybe if I hit him in the head. He is a strong boy. Oh, man. Now there was a portal in this room too. Alright, more base damage is nice. This is defensive, which is, well, defensive in the wrong way. It's not going to help. Fatal current offers additional skill damage, which every shock effect triggered would summon the thunder. I nearly lost my mind because I was like, we apply shock just by getting headshots, but that deploys the fatal current. Wait, but we apply it in an AoE, so it should hit all 10 enemies just by hitting it once. I don't know if that's actually how this is going to work, and it might have been better to take this anyway, but we're going to try this. Like, hopefully this gives us some sort of something. Yeah, it's not killing multiple enemies, which is a shame. Man, I find the like the slight, obviously part of it is me, probably the larger part, but the slight inaccuracy that the Foundry has is very aggravating. Okay, so this is possibly the worst one we could have gotten. Need these guys dead. Ah, you prick. That's how they get you. Please hit. These guys have to die. We got 3 light. Whoops. This game's so sketchy. You can get stuck running up a ramp. Like, one sec. Alright, we're back. Housemate's making coffee, which I'll probably need. Okay, those. I don't know if this boss can summon more enemies, but how do you even kill this boss, honestly? Do we just shoot him in the top of the head? And then we lure him down here and then repeat. Hope this boss can't summon more enemies, because if he can, we're fucked. Well, not fucked, but obviously it's, you know, much more dangerous if he's got friends. So is this the way to fight this guy? Is just that you can sort of hit around his shield? Or the fact that... What the... It's a good game, bro. Okay. He's dead, though. That was actually better, probably, than the Coyote boss, because he can summon his own ads. So, yeah, maybe that was better. I don't think this helps us because of Spirit Feline. Like, we're going to take a huge amount of damage regardless. With Spirit Feline, this should be godly, yes? Dropping more money would have been nice, but I think this is insane. Which way am I going? And how did I miss this weapon? Okay. Yeah, because cutting our HP at this point doesn't do anything, because we have our HP values sort of fixed, or the damage values fixed. Whoops. Thank you, Lightless. You may not always notice Lightless, but when you do notice Lightless, you gotta say thank you. It's important. This is surprisingly acceptable damage. This feels like a non-Reincarnation 7 run, you know? Like, it feels like it did back on Reincarnation 5 or so. If I could get, like, Advanced Depot, or something that helps me with my reloads, I'd be, like, real happy. This being a wave fight is real upsetting to me, though. Like, just so we're clear. Like, this is super sketchy. Super lonely. Ah. Nice. Good. Yeah, see, we're still not quite, like, getting consistent one-shots when we're using our ult, which... Yeah, obviously I don't expect to one-shot when I'm not using the ult, but if I can get it to the point where we're consistently one-shotting with the ult so that we can, you know, get magic supply doing its thing, I would be ecstatic. Get it? Ecstatic? Because we're doing lightning damage? Whatever. It wasn't intended, but we're going to pretend like it was. I need him dead yesterday. Not cool. Lightless is on 0. Somewhere we got extra move speed, and you know, I don't really know where we got it, but we need to drop. Well, if we can find a bun, we need to drop airbag. Just checking this fire trap as I moved backwards so that I didn't accidentally chew up lightless charges unnecessarily. Okay, last wipe. Ah, that was the bun. Yeah, so it seems like I forgot to turn my microphone back on after my housemate came into the room. So this section of commentary is recorded after the fact. So we're just gonna have to try and find something constructive to say. I think at this point in the video, I was talking about how, being that the room is a large sort of square, you want to try and kite the enemies sort of around the border. It's sort of hard to explain, and I didn't do a great job in the video either. But from where I am here, I want to be able to go all the way across the back and then all the way down the other side. You want to sort of be able to orbit the enemies almost. Whereas there was a bit just before now where I started in the middle of the room rather than going from all the way on the left over to all the way on the right and just sort of going backwards and forwards. I was in the middle of the room, so it let the enemies get on both sides of me, which is obviously not great. You know, you want to be able to have enemies, you know, because if you're if you're off to the right of, I guess, where the enemies are predominantly spawning, that means, you know, the whole length of the room to the left, you have open space. Whereas if you're in the middle, looking directly across at where the enemies are spawning, they can be on your right and on your left, so you have less sort of wiggle room, I guess. And then I was trying to, or I was bemoaning the tankiness of this particular individual and pleading for him to, you can see I look rather despondent in the camera right now because I was really hoping that he would just charge at me like that so that I could hit his weak spot, and then I missed it. So, you know, that's good. I think I speak later about trying to improve at baiting these guys to do their swing and hitting the weak spot during that. Unfortunate. I didn't realize, I guess, that I grabbed the bun here. Or maybe I don't yet know, but there's a moment here where I need to... Yeah, where is it? I thought it was this bit, but maybe it's not. But there's a moment where I need to drop airbag like I did earlier in the video. I need to drop airbag and then pick up a bun so that I have HP to trade away at an occult chest or a curse chest. And yeah, I would have thought that that was the moment where I guess maybe when I was playing I just didn't. Oh, maybe it's now that I realize what was in the chest. Yeah, because I didn't check the chest, so I must have known that I needed a bun. I just mustn't have realized that I got one at the end of the fight. That's funny. Poor pathetic little me. And then this is the ill-fated elite room. I'm trying to decide whether or not to drop the airbag now. Problem is, if you drop it when you've got when you're already low on HP, you effectively only have your shield, because when your shield breaks, you won't get the benefit of airbag. So you sort of need to have your shield break, have airbag give you the HP, and then drop it. Which normally you can just do on a trap. Like you can just find yourself a fire trap or something, have it break your shields, drop airbag, and then you're good to go. But I'm pretty sure in the previous room... Oh, there actually was a fire trap, so I just, yeah, completely forgot that that was a possibility. I guess I got so fixated on the idea that I need to find a bun that that I sort of forgot that was an option. Unfortunately, I mean, that's not why I stayed in this room. This room, you're going to see just how difficult this this particular elite can be. You can always tell what sort of elite you're going to get based on the room he's in. I think that, well, you can't. It's not that you can always tell. There are certain elites can spawn in certain rooms, so you can have a pretty. I'm pretty sure in this room he's the only elite that can spawn. So maybe I have had the hermit before, but yeah, I think there's. You can narrow it down quite a bit, basically. You can see here I've been hit rather low, and then that guy actually kills me, which is I'm very displeased with myself at this point, because yeah, I'm not really playing this room very well, and here I panic and decide to just leave because I'm worried that I can't kill him. I eventually do go back in there. The revive let me get the HP required to do this, so you know, there's that. And now we have extra dashes, which help us immensely in that fight. So I think that's possibly the only reason I actually survive going back in there is the scroll that I got just then. But yeah, it's definitely not easy, this particular fight. And this is me just going in and test the portals have a time limit on the, so you see I can't go back in now. But there's no time limit for when you can leave. So what I could have done, if I was willing to be real cheesy, is jump in, use my ult, shoot the boss a bunch of times, and then jump out the portal. I'm not sure if he would have stayed by the portal if that was the case. I think he probably would have, though. So I don't know if it would have actually worked. Yeah, and this is now my commitment is to beat this boss is now manifest. and a large portion of this fight is just kiting him, obviously, but it's also basically anytime you've got low damage, you must manage the ads. If you're not keeping on top of all the enemies that are spawning and prioritizing which ones you're going to kill when, you're going to have a real rough time. When I prioritize enemies, I'd like to say, there's sort of like, there's dangerous enemies, like super dangerous enemies, and the easy enemies. And of the easy enemies, there's, of each of those types, there's easier and harder to kill versions of each. So for example, that bandit retainer in front of me is quite a dangerous enemy. He's a high value target. And so is, say, a dark-faced bandit, right? But a dark-faced bandit is much, even though they're both kind of a threat, bandit retainer is definitely more of a threat. But even though they're both a threat, the dark-faced bandit takes so much longer to kill and so much harder to kill that you shouldn't be trying to kill them first, because you know, you could kill 10 bandit retainers in the time it'll take you to kill a dark-faced bandit. So you need to kill the things that are the most dangerous to you, but also the things that are sort of like viable to kill in a reasonable time frame. You can see me here trying to decide which of these 3 horrible scrolls I take. Basically, this gives us a little bit of, you know, instead of 9 shots in our clip, it'll give us 9, 10, 11, average of 11, 12 shots in a clip. Elemental Cube, occasionally, like, you know, 1/3 of the time, we'll be buffing our lightning damage, which is great. I mean, the lightning damage is good anyway. And the movement speed after dash, I felt like we had so many dashes and they were coming on such a quick cooldown that it wasn't actually that important to try and maximize movement speed on dash. In hindsight, keep watching. You'll see why that was maybe a regretful choice. Now that I think about it as well, even having having 3 dashes means that you can keep that movement speed up more consistently. I was kind of thinking about it maybe in the wrong way. I was kind of thinking, we've got 3 dashes, so we don't need movement speed. But maybe what I should have been thinking is, we've got 3 dashes, so we can gain the movement speed semi-permanently. Which, yeah, the more I play, the more I realize that movement speed is very important, especially in the super late areas. Like, if you can't kill enemies quickly, you want to be able to really book it. I was also just amazed at how much health that dude had. We get extra lucky shot here, which is nice. Nothing crazy, but our lucky shot chance is actually quite good on this run, so it's nice to have that. Get a fair bit of damage all through there. Like, kill a couple of enemies, miss a couple of enemies, and you see, yeah. So I prioritize. You notice there, like, a lot of what I was shooting at were bandit retainers, right? Like, killed a couple of enemies that were directly in front of me, that were easy to hit, and then I focused on the bandit retainers because of the high value targets. They're the easier ones to kill. And then you'll notice then I go to easy enemies that are, less dangerous enemies that are easy to kill. So basically, for example, the lizards, the fire lizards, are one of the things that I kill quite late, because they're sort of hard to hit, so you can waste a lot of time trying to hit them, and they're also not that dangerous, so there's not much point trying to hit them. Whereas, like, the little bandit dudes with the big heads, like, they've got big heads, right? So they're much more got stuck again. You're going to understand why that's a massive aggravation to me later in the run. Obviously, there's no spoilers here as the as the title gives it away, but yeah, this run doesn't end well, and it's partly to do with me getting stuck. It in hindsight, having looked at the footage, I'm not really sure. It could very well be that the game didn't, because you do get stuck in this game a lot on terrain. But at the same time, I may have been a step too low. There's like a rock that you can stand on to jump onto a box. You'll see it eventually. And I don't know if I was on the rock. So yeah, hard to say. But yeah, normal commentary Reese will be back very shortly. So apologies for this. This interruption. I hope it wasn't too painful to listen to, but yeah, enjoy the rest of the run. Cheers. Well, it's a tremendous shame that I've been muted that whole time. Guess we're doing post commentary for that one. Welcome back, everyone. I just dropped the airbag there because I saw that there was a cursed chest here. Alright. Do I run the risk of a cursed scroll? This is useless. Deft hands. Okay. Also useless. Oh, when killing an enemy or destroying an item. Okay, that's alright then. I thought it was when switching an item, switching weapons. Where's my... I picked it up. Good. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Deft hands is not bad. God, how much defense do they have? No, stop gaining shield. Quite the concern. What do you got? That's really upsetting. That the Ascension, or the scroll, I guess, the enhanced scroll that he's offering is useless to us because we don't use weapon 1. Meters when holding weapon 1. No, I don't. Yeah. So it's just useless to us, which is a real shame because just missing out completely on an enhanced scroll is not good. I was just setting my thing to lightning. God, they're tanky. Ugh. Nice. Not nice. Who is it? Okay, he's okay. He's definitely not, you know, something you want to just not worry about, but holy shit. I just did the worst play of all time there. I just ran straight at an enemy that was aiming at me. No strafes, no nothing. Just straight at him. Oh, that's right. There's an elite in this room. Okay. Whoops. Getting there. How I'm gonna kill the elite and this, like, the elite and the dark-faced guy both take ages to whittle down. Okay, that one was my fault. So how I'm gonna kill the two of them is anyone's guess. How did that hit me? Two dark-faced. Damn. Oh, we hit it. Let's not go that way. Okay. His weak spot is actually a lot easier to hit than I expected. Or than I realized. There was one of these guys up there that whole time. Wow. I am lucky to be alive. Duck in around that corner so that we didn't get shot, but then it's important to get immediately back out again, otherwise they're going to back us into a corner. Good. Alright, one dark-faced... What is it? Dark-faced bandit? Dark-faced bandit. Good. Did that summon more enemies, or we boss boys now, or elite boys? Alrighty. Fuck. There's a lot. This is half the problem with Foundry runs. It's just that they take so long to do everything. Like, it's not so much the damage. It's obviously the damage just means that rooms take longer and you have more chances to make mistakes. Nearly jumped back into that one. Okay. Getting an ascension's nice. Will it be any good though? That is in fact the $47 question. Okay, extra thunderbolt damage is good. This gives me a bit of AoE. Honestly, it's just single target damage that I have a problem with. Like, single, like the bosses, basically. I need something that scales me to be able to deal with bosses. I don't know why this reduces their movement speed of the enemy hit by Thunderbolt for 0.6 of a second. Like, what's the purpose of that? Is it maybe so you can land a second hit in quick succession after? Like, it just doesn't... Like, if this had a slow effect that was like half decent, man, that'd be nice. I'm gonna take it. Just because, you know, additional damage on our ult seems to be the way to go at this point, but... Hi, guys. Okay. I'd like to just chill out for a little while our thing comes back, if possible. Please, lightless, please. Okay, lightless is back. This guy needs to... Oh. Because I got lightless back, I really wanted to kill the worm that was on that pillar. I'm backing into enemies. Mm-mm. Go, son, go! I should be spamming dash so much harder. I didn't realize my cooldown was as good as it is. Like, we can really move when we need to. Big boys are running. Big boys are running, 4 bells are ringing, 3 somethings. Like, really, the lucky shot chance is probably what's carrying this run. Oh shit, they spawned in behind me. Four yeeters yeeting. 5 golden rings. God, spend so much time like swapping enemies that I can't burst through this guy's shield. Please stop moving. Oh god. Oh, I deserve to be hit there. That's right. Gotta remember to inflict. What the hell? You just like... I don't know. Did something weird. Whoops. Hey, we hit it. Didn't that time. I gotta get better at baiting out the swing. Because that seems like an opportunity I'm missing out on. Alright, treasure chest has been opened. Oh, very good, yes. Oh, yes. Penetration board is huge. Huge. It's sizable. I should have definitely taken this before I went and did that challenge room, but lesson learned. Crit hit will make the enemy take plus 40 crit damage for 5 seconds. That seems great. That seems very important for us. Boss? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so what? We've got one more revive. Cursed immunity is nice. I think this is good, right? Like, we're already, you know, every hit is doing obscene damage, and Spirit Feline is what's locking it down for us. Which means taking extra damage shouldn't really matter. That said, we don't have much of a HP pool to speak of. Oh, actually, no, it'd just turn off our lucky shot. Because we'd lifesteal right off the bat. Yeah, so we don't actually want that. Okay. 2 of those. We could maybe afford an extra one if we sold some stuff, but I think most of this is actually good. Like that and that are kind of iffy. 5 golden rings. Yeah, I don't think it's worth dropping a bunch of scrolls just for 1 extra level. This thing, it does not scale as much as you would hope it does. Let's get lightning on the go first. Alright, here we go. Ichthyosaur is nice though. That's one of the ones, like this guy I can definitely manage much better if the fight goes on and on and on and on than I can the, whatever you call him. Gargoyle boy. That's some serious lucky shots. Oops, 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 oops. That's very bad. Very, very bad. So we cannot risk getting hit this time until Lightless comes back. I might actually wait and not hurt him just so he doesn't go under until our Lightless is back, which it is. Where did they come from? I didn't realize if you take too long, they come out. Keep in mind, we're doing a lot of damage under his armor that you can't see because it's obscured by the... Jesus, not good. Lucky shot from these guys could end it all. You know, you can actually shoot his tail. Just as he goes past there. You're lucky. The chain lightning there hits multiples and can make it a bit easier to avoid damage later in the fight. Damn, it's unfortunate last hit there. I missed the ult on him. But yeah, he's obviously taken a lot of damage underneath his shields, which is really good. Yeah, you see there? There's a little crit on his tail. I'm not going to reload now because we're on the lightning damage one. Oops, my ult didn't go off. Lizard stage, not great. Okay. Doing good, doing good. Okay, that's lightning. Not in a great spot here. But at least in this fight you don't have to move too much. Holy shit. Was that 4? I didn't even know he could do 4. I didn't even know that was possible, man. So Lightless is on 0 at the moment, so we've got to be very careful. So obviously you can see now, you know, normally it would be yellow armor and then a giant red bar underneath because you haven't touched his health, but because we're killing his health underneath, you know, we're actually twice as far as it appears we are. Okay, 1 fish dead. Muchachos. Alrighty. Oh, the T's a pupil in my moment of struggle. They give me a pupil. Dual edge. Seems fine for us. Chain lightning damage? No. Fatal Current on crit kill. Yes, 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 yes. Oh. Yeah, chain lightning damage is going to be so ungodly weak. It's not funny. I think. Max shield increase. Yeah, I think it's just this extra fatal current should be. I say it should be helpful. I don't really know. I'm hoping it's helpful. Oh yeah, you. Yeah. Again, like the desire to re-roll this into anything useful. I guess we take this one so that we're immune to debuffs, which is actually gotta stop taking that. Is actually decent because that's something that's like results in, like, for example, the fire damage over time, you know, can chew through lightless in an instant and prevent our shield from starting to recharge again because we're constantly proccing damage. So having immunity to those things is decent, but there's definitely like so many better things for me to have right now. All right. And now the enemies are going to be even stronger than they just were. Penetration bullet's doing some good work though. Yeah. Do you have anything worth buying, sir? And or ma'am? Yes. Yes, you do. Should have used that before I peeked out. Lightless is dropped by 1. Very important, I think, to be keeping an eye on that. Yeah, well, this is not great damage. But to be able to get under the shields is massive. If we got the enhanced version of, what is it called? Penetration bullet? Or is it? Yeah, penetration bullet. That would be just next level deliciousness. But unfortunately, wasn't meant to be. On 1. No charge of lightless. Got to back off. I don't know if he can... If Kappas can get their orbs around these. Like, around obstacles if they attack in a particular way or not. Good. Dead. Man, I can't even reliably kill these guys with lightning. One more hit. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, to be... Wow. If only I could headshot them. To be killing an enemy... But basically, one of the biggest problems I've found in doing Foundry only runs... found in Foundry? Whatever. Is that you do the neutral damage type, which means that you're... So you're basically, you know, deal flat damage, right? Like flat bonuses against everything. So whereas, you know, fire is good against health, but bad against everything else. You basically, this is just a roundabout way of me saying, getting through enemies' HP is so much easier than getting past their armor at this, during these runs. Just for whatever reason, like, and that was what stopped me on my previous run. I did the rabbit, and yeah, I just found once I hit this stage, if I could get through an enemy's armor, I could just chew up their health. Like getting through their health wasn't a problem, but getting through their armor was a massive issue. And so I think penetration bullet is, just walked into that shot, is mitigating that problem for us. You ever notice that sometimes I shoot at an enemy and it hits the enemy, but it doesn't steal my my fatal current? I don't like where I am. I'm going away now. Ah! Okay, let's go back in. We're good, we're good, we're good. Everything's fine, everything's fine. Uh-oh. I am maybe stuck. Cheese him, cheese him. Cheese him behind a rock. Sorry. That was very skeezy, wasn't it? It was a little much. Alrighty. We got 2 levels worth of upgrades here. What are we on? 17. Quite behind the 8 ball there as well. Normally, you find some sort of increase to your... Sorry. Some sort of increase to your economy. And you get a bit ahead of... Not cool. There's a cursed chest and a portal in this room. He has a bloody corrosive affix. Has a bloody chasing enemy. Oh god, do we die here? We're going through this portal if we can make it. Just hang out. Just be cool. Just be cool. Just be cool. Okay. We now need to beat an elite, which might be harder, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. I just killed him with lightning and I didn't get my fatal current back. Whatever, man. Just gonna kill him the normal way so that we can lightning the kappa. Not as much damage as I would have hoped for, but that's fine. Jesus. Might have to back out through the... Oh no, we got a lightless back. I was going to say it might be worth dipping back through the portal, but it's okay for now. Trying to manage the orbs that he produces is quite tough. Don't know if he can infinitely summon enemies as well. There's like more spawning behind me, but I don't know if these peter out after a while. Some of the elites I think do that. Like the beetle in the early stage summons a shit ton of adds, but after a while they just disappear. It doesn't look like these do, but right, this is on 1. Okay, well it doesn't seem like he's summoned any more. Can they get around this? Right, this is on 1. Okay, that was a good bit of damage. Need you to stay still, sir. Right, this is on none. This generates shields? Ugh. I suppose it's good we've got penetration bullet. This is going to take forever. At least when your shield does eventually go, all of our damage is sent to his HP. Every single, like all 3 of my brain cells were diverted entirely to avoiding getting hit there. So, HP is back. I don't know if there's a way to avoid that attack. I don't know if I'm not dashing when I should be, or if I just need to do better. Maybe I just need to be ready for him to dash at me when he throws his hat like that. I think I get hit because I'm so close to the orbs, right? No? Okay, so you can be close to him. Yeah, that I needed to be ready for, and I wasn't planning on him coming at me, so I didn't dodge in time. I'm stuck. Very close. Okay, so again, another valuable learning experience. So the Kappa fight is a fight you can like endurance your way through. You don't need to, you know, if you kill the ads, you will eventually just be able to unless this combo is not great for us, you will eventually just, you know, be able to take him out over time. All right, elemental damage. Nope. Instantly fill after swapping is a maybe. Secondary skill. This could just kill us. So we're definitely not taking that. I don't think there's any reason to take that. So it's going to have to be this one. Oh god, that's right. This room was a misery when I left it. At least we know that there's an empty portal we can dip through to regen shields if we desperately need to. Is there an enemy summoning these guys, or are they spawning from the stage? As long as I occasionally kill some normal enemies that don't respawn, I'm happy to. You know, not go pushing in to try and stuck. Nope. That was very nearly dangerous as fuck. The fire damage over time effect just healed us back up there. Yeah, so now we're slowly accruing damage every enemy we kill and taking more, but Spirit Feline's locking the more damage taken off. Which is great. It basically just means we're slowly getting more and more damage for no real downside. I don't know what happens when I eventually get to the final boss, because, you know, I think I've beaten the final boss once on, well, actually no, I know for a fact I've beaten it at least 3 times on Reincarnate. My HP is way lower than I thought it was. Let's wait for that to come back. Holy shit, there's an enemy behind me. Can't see your head, so. This is tedious as fuck. There we go. Alrighty. Whew. Oh, quick. Did I get it? I did get it. Let me see what it is. That's so not very good. I'm not sure if my recording stopped there But Streamlabs OBS had frozen. And I think in the past it's continued recording, even though it looks like it hasn't. But in the event that you're returning now from a bit of a break, I apologize. I'll maybe do a, if need be, a post commentary section to explain what you've missed. Faster you move, less damage we take. Oh, this is the one. Okay, extra crit is huge. Pick airbag back up. Destroy this. We've been through there. We've done that. Got an ascension waiting for... Oh, there was scrolls anyway, so I didn't need to drop airbag with the urgency that I was trying to. Okay, what do we got? Oops. Okay. This is utterly useless because we're not using sniper rifles. Bounce on chain lightning is okay. Extra damage for the next hit is probably better. So we can use chain lightning now to increase the damage of our primary. Holy shit. That was doing more damage than I expected there. Man, this is huge for us. The fact that we got, we basically just doubled our damage on this weapon. We were doing, before we were doing 500 times. Is it add 2 times? Yeah, so 500 times 2.5. So, it went from 2.5 to 4.5. Yeah. So huge increase of our overall damage, especially with penetration bullet. Yeah, huge. If we can find a way, if we can find a bun, we can come back and just get some gold out of this chest for free, basically. But it's not super crucial. It's not that much gold. This room can be scary. The fact that I didn't one-shot that enemy was kind of bad too. This guy needs to go. Good. I don't so much care about all the other enemies, like you can hide from a lot of enemies and duck around corners, but any enemy that aggressively approaches you and then, hooks you, stuns you, and pulls you forward is, hugely threatening for us. These little ads are actually not the worst. We could even farm these, honestly, to try and build this up. I think they scale it. I don't think the devs have anything in place to prevent that sort of shenaniganry. Need a bun. Need a banana. Na 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 na. How? How did that miss the headshot? Demand answers. Yeah, this damage is so much better. Not when you miss the headshot, it's not. This guy is immortal and he will explode. Alrighty. Another cursed chest. Something good. Lose HP for money, so hang on. I was going to say, well, actually, we can it doesn't really matter how deep we go into these rooms. We can eventually just come back and do both of these chests with the one bun that we find. So it's not too big a deal. Pretty sure you can get buns from pots and stuff. So we'll break them, but Oh god, there's no second enemy for me to hit. Well, at least I got some hits out of it. I thought I heard you, these little guys. He's got to go. This is very sketchy right now. Thank God for many, many dashes. This is such a problem because we've got like... Oh, God. I think we might lose a revive here. So many, like, again, like that, not even the enemies. It's the fact that I got fucking stuck on the boxes. Like, just, it wouldn't, like, I jumped and it sort of, like, either pinned me to the box or didn't, like, jump up past it. Which is kind of annoying. When you're trying to do, normally it's, you know, obviously it's not any worse than I can't believe you're on 1 HP, man. Oh, you're kidding. The fact that this is again, like, you know, I guess I made a mistake, but at the same time, when you shoot a portal, there's a small time frame where you just can't access it, and if you're too close to the portal, it's like even once it becomes active, it won't accept your click, that's such bullshit. I'm pretty upset that I lost a run, lost 2 lives to the same room from, you know. It's hard to, you know, complain about a death without just sounding salty, but I don't know. I genuinely feel like there's a lot of times I make mistakes, and I don't feel like those 2 were ones that were all on me. Fuck. Oh well. Anyway, but it's, again, I feel like it's a really good proof of concept, you know, that Reincarnation 7. I got a really close run the last time. This one's very close as well. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna, you know, we're gonna get it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. I'll see you around.